Peace, Virgo. I'm about to do you guys' reading for these next couple of weeks. Please take the messages as they resonate. Everything's not going to resonate with you. This is going to go for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, as well as North for now. Alright, I guess I'm starting with these. Or no, I'm going to start with these. Alright, thank you, Most High, ancestors and spirits that match my intentions. For allowing me to get these messages out to Virgo. You know what? That came out. What is the overall theme for Virgo's message today? Okay. So, Virgo, the overall theme I have for your message today is forgiveness and understanding. Now, honestly, I like to consider this card one of my powerful cards because sometimes forgiveness and understanding is literally the last step you need to take before you end up diving into a whole new life, brand new changes, a new version of you, transformation, whatever the case is. A part of forgiveness and understanding is honestly letting go of your past, leaving the past in the past, no longer carrying victim mentalities, no longer carrying the need to hold a grudge, the need to be angry, the need to carry some type of resentment. Now, the second card I have coming out is confront fears. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasures you seek. And this card talks about bravery, healing, and reclaiming your power. The next card out is making peace. In the midst of adversity lies the path towards self-discovery. And this talks about profound change, genuineness, and risk. So with forgiveness and understanding, confront your fears and make peace. This honestly it's going to sound similar to Gemini's reading. Well, Gemini's reading wasn't about this, but in Gemini's reading, I was talking about the importance of releasing and making sure you guys are not carrying resentment. Like I tell my clients, especially my life coach clients, there's only two emotions, love and fear. Everything else is a secondary emotion. So when you're carrying resentment, when you're holding on to grudges, when you're holding on to anger, pain, regret, guilt, whatever it is, you're essentially in fear-based energy. And once you're able to acknowledge that that is fear-based energy, that's when you're able to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Now, I don't know if this forgiveness and understanding is something you need to give to other people in your life, or Virgo, you need to give yourself some forgiveness. Some of you guys could be holding resentment towards yourself. I don't know why I didn't get no fucking cup of water. My mouth is dry. Lee, can you bring me some water? Thank you. Just grab my cup over there and just fill it up with some water. I'm on live right now, but all that talking started drying my mouth out. Thank you. And rinse it out real good. That's why I love having a kid. Anyways. So, hold on, yeah, because that's going to distract me. No, fuck it. I'm going to keep going. Anyways, if you guys are holding some type of grudge with yourself, or you're holding with a grudge with people outside of yourself, this could even have something to do with you guys holding a grudge to the most higher ancestors. Yes, that's very possible. I've held grudges too. It looks like spite and self-sabotage. Whatever it is, I just see the overall theme for your message today, Virgo, is about making peace with your past and working on allowing your heart to be as light as a feather. Understanding forgiveness is for yourself, not for other people. And this is how you truly are able to let go and move forward. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whew. That is life in a cup. Anyways, moving on. So I see the next card out I have is Truth Teller. You guys are truth tellers. You guys could be telling some type of truth. This could have something to do with you guys talking about your childhood, certain things that you went through, things you never got the chance to talk about. Whatever it is, it's like whatever truth you're telling or living, Unintentionally or intentionally, you are exposing people. And by you exposing people, these people's demons are starting to be triggered by your spirit. Now, Virgo, you guys could be a reader. You could be a reader, or you could just have high intuition. Everybody who has high intuition doesn't like to read cards. Everyone who reads cards don't like to read for other people. But I say there's something about you that is very authentic, or you're coming into some type of authentic path. And this authentic path is going to target a lot of the liars and narcissistic people you've encountered in your life, even if this is like your own mother or grandmother. And because this, like I've already said before, their demons are triggered by your spirit. So I want to go back to confronting fears. Maybe at one point in time, you guys were fearful about speaking on your truth, the things you've experienced. Some of you guys are still conditioned to believe that it's your fault why you experience some of the things you've experienced. Or you have just been conditioned to believe that it's more easier to be quiet versus acknowledging the wars that may be going on inside of you. Whatever the case is, Virgo, I'm not going to lie. This reading might be a little deep today. I can see it already. Yeah. So my next card out is literally master manipulators in your energy. So someone's trying to manipulate your truth, Virgo. Someone's either trying to flip it back on you, make them seem like they're the victim. I don't know why I'm getting strong elder vibes. It does not have to be elders for everybody. This could be romantic. For somebody, though, this is definitely like a mother, godmother, grandparents, a father, a coach. This could be a preacher, but there's a master manipulator here. And whoever this master manipulator is, it's like they have some type of plan to stop you from speaking your truth. Whatever plan that they have, it's not going to work, though, because there's a sudden shift in your energy. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn is coming out in your reading. Whoever this earth sign is, the ancestors are telling you to allow your love to be louder than any hate right now. If you are going to live in your truth, if you are exposing some type of truth, make sure you're not doing it out of spite. Instead, you're doing it for the purpose of making peace with your past and releasing something once and for all and for good. Anyways, I hope I read those cards right, because that was a little tricky to pull out. But anyways, I do see as of right now, the ancestors are wanting you to go no contact with somebody if you haven't went no contact already. If you guys are already no contact with a couple of people, I do see someone here is definitely trying to break no contact with you. It's a lot of unrequited love here. These people didn't love you unconditionally like they claimed they did, or like they were supposed to. I see that outside of that, though, Virgo, you have a lot of success here on the table. I have karmic success. Ooh, excuse me. I have successful business here. You guys are definitely going through a lot of changes right now. With you guys going through a lot of changes, you could be finding yourself reminiscing about the past, having childhood memories, or just thinking about things that happened to you in your childhood that you maybe even never talked about. I don't know. But I do see... if you are someone that's looking to expose your truth one way or another, the ancestors do support you. Now, outside of that, I do see that there is a masculine energy here. You could be a male Virgo or Virgo. This is like a situation you're going through. But someone's getting ready to find out that they're not the biological father to a child like they thought they were. And someone's trying to silence you. So this reading can go so many different ways. Please take it how it resonates. But someone doesn't want this to get out. And it's like someone rather ghost somebody than take a DNA test. Or this is a woman that's making it extremely hard for a DNA test to be done. It's because they don't want, again, going back to someone speaking their truth. You could literally be a father trying to be a part of your children's lives. And this woman's making it extremely hard. And when you try to get a DNA test, that becomes even more complicated. So maybe you do like a TikTok story time, or maybe you're telling the community. Whatever the case is, you're unintentionally exposing narcissistic people and liars. And their demons is irritated by your spirit, even if you're the victim in this situation. Again, this could have something to do with like if you're a woman Virgo, this could be like someone you're involved with going through this. Whatever the case is, I just see... something's not going to be lasting too much more longer. Current struggles aren't going to be lasting too much more longer. Truth is going to get truth is going to be exposed. It's no more holding on to what is and what could be. It only is what is, if that's grammarly proper, grammarly correct. Anyways, I see that someone's going through a lot of storms right now. Now, Virgo, if you are a woman and you are dealing with like maybe an ex that left you for somebody else and like they find out the kid's not theirs or some shit like that, I see that the ancestors want to remind you these are their problems, not your problems, and make sure you're cutting that cord and not allowing all that baggage back into your energy. Releasing is coming out here again. Release hate, resentment, guilt, and grudges. And that goes back to the beginning of your reading for forgiveness. Again, there's only two emotions, love and fear. Everything else is a secondary emotion. So when we talk about these emotions, we're talking about fear-based energy. And when we're talking about fear-based energy, you have to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? I remember when I came into that realization, I just spoke on this in Gemini's reading, but when I was allowing my resentment to turn me really bitter, like I was turning poisonous because of all the resentment I was holding in. And resentment's nothing but fear-based energy. And I had to literally ask myself, what am I afraid of? Why do I feel the need to continue to carry this resentment? And I carried the resentment because I was afraid that this person was going to get away with how they treated me. And since I was afraid of them getting away with how they treated me, I wanted to make sure that I just spewed hate and resentment every single time I seen this person. And it essentially made me love her. It was turning me bitter, man. It's just what it is. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. You can't just be bitter with one ex and think you're not going to be bitter with the rest of these niggas. That's not how life works. It's like law of attraction. You can't be high vibrational, high frequency when it comes to your finances and stability, but you are super low vibrational when it comes to the bonds and connections in your life. That's not how law of attraction works. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So with me holding on to resentment, in a sense, holding on to fear because I'm scared that someone's going to get away with what they've done to me, knowing that the Most High sees all, knowing that I literally am the sign of Libra, which is karma, which is Maya, it's all false evidence appearing real. So when you come to that understanding, you realize holding on to grudges, holding on to anger, beef, conflict, or whatever that is, that's just all fear-based emotions. Book a life coach session if you guys want to get deeper into that. Moving on, though, it's time for you guys to go ahead and make peace with your past and rewrite your story because these emotions aren't doing nothing but keeping you stuck in a chapter that you honestly outgrown. I see cord cuttings here once again. With this cord cutting, it's just time for you to release what no longer serves you. Even if you feel like you ain't got all the clarity that you were seeking, you didn't have all the closure that you wanted, oh well, move on. Move on. Because I see that this is nothing but a prolonged distraction for something that was long overdue. I see there's something here you're going to have to leave behind, Virgo. Everybody is not a person. Some of you guys, this has something to do with addictions and bad habits. It's like some of you guys are in this mindset that you lack something. Like you lack support. You lack financing. Maybe you lack stability and transportation. But I see that you literally lack nothing but mindset and faith. If you changed your mindset, if you changed your point of view on life, and if you had a little bit more faith in yourself, whatever it is you feel like you lack, you will go out and go get it. But you're stuck in a mental prison behind an illusionary wall. You're free to walk. You're free to go obtain and gain. But it's like someone rather sit here and lack. And I'm not saying that as in a bad way. Again, procrastination is nothing but procrastination comes from self-doubt. People procrastinate because they're scared. They doubt that they can get it done. People procrastinate because they have the fear of failure. They procrastinate because at one point in time they put their all into something. They experience some type of defeat. Fear of rejection. There's a million reasons why people procrastinate. Hardly ever is it someone procrastinates because they're fatigued and lazy. Also, that's the thing. But talking about this right here, I see that procrastination again. It's low-key self-doubt, fear of failure, fear of rejection. I'm not going to lie, Virgo. Your whole reading, some of y'all need a life coach session. Because it's not even about predicting your future. Some of you guys don't even need your future predicted. Some of you guys need to organize your emotions so you can understand what it is that you're really feeling. Instead of you thinking you're mentally exhausted and you're always fatigued and I just can't get it done. I lack self-discipline and self-control. No, you don't. You got your emotions confused with the way you act. Like it's just not connecting. But I see you guys are growing through this. You guys are growing through this. And I see that the ancestors want you to be patient with your growth. Detachment. We own nothing or no one. We're just merely here to experience life. And that's it. That's honestly my point of view. Of course, it is an opinion. Everybody has different whatever, but I can't even put it into your words. Out of years of doing readings, that's one thing I've always learned, is that life is about experiencing, and we're not meant to attach ourselves to nothing or no one, not even our children, because if we raise our children correctly and right, one day we're going to have to release them out into society. Because of that, it's going to be important that you guys make sure that you're not being too attached to situations or people or things, because this attachment may come with expectations. Expectations may come with entitlement, and that's how sometimes you guys may feel like you're experiencing rejection when things don't work the way you thought it was going to work. Understand, detachment and avoidance is two different things. We do not practice avoidance here, because avoidance is just disassociating. It's sweeping things under the rug, acting nonchalant, knowing deep down inside you're ruined and broken. Avoidance is avoidance. But detachment means you're making peace with your past. You have serenity. You accept what is, and you could change what you can. Anyways, I see there's a party here. Some of you guys getting ready to go to a party, concert, kickback, club. I don't know. What is this party? So there's a party here, and I was just asking what this party is, and the next card out is literally angels and demons, man. You versus you and limited free will. Outsiders. What is this trying to tell me? Where's my other deck? Oh. What is this angels and demons at this party? Oh. Something's going to happen at a party, a get-together, or a concert. This could be like a workplace party for some of you guys. I don't know. But I see there's a lot of aggression here. Aggressive body language, aggressive language. Don't be quick to react. I don't know. Just if you got invited out somewhere, just be careful, because I said it earlier in the beginning of the reading. You're a truth teller. Honestly, this could be a family get-together too. But with you telling your truth, you living in your truth, you exposing some type of truth, even if they're not saying it out loud, you're triggering a lot of people. So their demons are triggered by your spirit. And someone may be trying to trigger your demons, purposely invite you out to trigger your demons. I don't know. I see something's going to backfire, though. You guys just need to make sure you're slow to anger. I do see the next card out I have is recognition. So you guys are definitely being recognized for all the hard work you put into something. This is like as soon as next week. This is like, what, next week is literally the 4th, right? Or is it technically this week? Friday. So the next 24 to 72 hours, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could be inviting you somewhere. And I don't get that like it's a setup or anything like that, but I get that this is something that might interfere with the progress you've been making when it comes to having discipline and staying away from, toxic people. Next card out is bad influence leading you into destruction, trying to make you lose everything. You know what this reminds me of? I tell this story so many times, but it's because it's my real life. It's not my real life, but I witnessed it in real life. But this is honestly giving me the vibes, like, example, but say if you're like a woman who's getting out of a long-term relationship, right? Maybe even a marriage, and you have like maybe promiscuous friends or hypersexual friends or whatever like that. This is like someone who's trying to bring you to a party and they want to lead you into destruction. Like they may have you over drinking, overeating, maybe have you in all types of niggas' faces. I'm here to tell you right now, no real friend will ever do that. They will never do that. No real friend will take you down the path to self-destruction. Just like I said, no real friend will ever recruit you for prostitution. They're not your real friends. They're trying to normalize their own misery. I have bad influence leading somebody into destruction. Someone wants someone to lose everything, even if this is just their self-respect and their reputation. Going back to angels and demons, it makes sense right now, you versus you, when you needed to use your discernment and be mindful of these motherfuckers who call themselves your friend. This could be men too. It could be men. But just be careful. Because something here, if you're feeling something, right, it's like when you're around this person, your intuition just goes off, but you don't have the proof or the clarity to truly cut them off. Listen to your intuition. It's not you, it's them. Yeah, someone's going to feel foolish. Like, what the hell am I reading? Someone's going to feel foolish for trying to talk you into some shit that they know is not a part of your character. Again, you have free will, but when you're highly when you're highly favored and chosen, your paths are limited. Remember I said there was a master manipulator with a master plan? Someone's trying to interfere with the truth you speak. So maybe if you are like living out your truth, or you're speaking on childhood situations, speaking on your family, someone wants you to publicly embarrass yourself, or someone wants you to humiliate yourself. This could also be like, again, you're going through a breakup, say like dude cheated or whatever like that, and you just want to leave peaceful, calmly, you know, you don't want to do all that rah, and you have a friend who tries to hype you up and gas you up like, no, let's break his windows, let's go jump his new girlfriend, let's go do this, let's go do that. And I mean, if you in the heat of the moment, you drinking and you're around people you're supposed to trust, then of course you might listen to them like, you know what, yeah, fuck this bitch. And then it immediately backfires. You highly favored and chosen, but remember, most time might like them use you as an example. You can't do what these other women do. You can't do what these other men do. So you need to be mindful of the company you're choosing to keep and who you're allowing to be your friend. You should be your own guidance. You should have your own inner voice. Major success. Yes, you guys have too much to lose, and you guys may be around people who have nothing to lose. It's okay to drop the dead weight. Sometimes you don't need a big blowout argument or some type of conflict or beef to cut somebody off. Sometimes we could just really see the mentalities of people and be like, you know what? I don't want to surround myself with those type of women or those type of men. It's okay to let go. It's okay. I don't care if this is a 20-year friendship. If the mentality is piss poor, then guess what? It's going to rub off on you. No matter how bad people try to separate themselves from their circle, their jobs, their co-workers, the people they see every day, no matter how bad they try to separate themselves from them people, they're all on the same frequency. So I see that some of you guys really need to let go of these toxic ass friends who have destructive advice that could ruin your future finances or freedom. Next card out is do not react and protect your peace. Someone's punishing you with mind games. So again, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know if this is romantic. I don't know if this is platonic. But I know one thing is someone's purposely trying to get your reaction on camera. Someone wants to trigger a reaction out of you so they can discredit your truth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone wants to make it hard for other people to believe you. So this is why you need to practice forgiveness. This is why you need to release this anger and regret. This is why you need to be careful how you're lashing out on people. Not really, because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth no matter what. And it really doesn't matter who the fuck believes you. But someone's just trying to discredit you by putting you in situations you shouldn't be in. Anyways, I see you guys are growing a backbone. But even with growing a backbone, this comes with caution. Make sure you're not overkilling. I see you guys are too distracted to notice you're winning. Some of you guys are surrounded by people who just carry a lot of self-hate. They hate themselves. Of course, if they hate themselves, then it's easy to hate you. And you're overindulging with these people, or someone's trying to overindulge with you. Someone wants to overindulge in chaos. This is honestly giving me like them toxic ass women. Let me shut up. But just the other day, I had a client. Yeah, I'll be having secret eyes and ears everywhere. But I had a client send me this video of this fight that happened in my city. And it's just like, these women my age. And I'm 29. And I'm just looking like, fits like, I don't know, man. Maybe because I'm just cut from a different cloth. I am. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just have better self-respect. And let me not say that, because let somebody put their hands on me. Y'all. Oh, that shit's out the window. I black out when I fight. Start foaming at the mouth and shit. I just swear. But it's just, you at some point in time, you have to grow up. You have to grow up. It's like women who are 40 plus, and no offense, but it's like women who are 40 plus that get off the baddies. You watched that new baddies episode? You're 40. Why are you watching that? You got 35-year-olds looking up to Chris Sean as an influencer. And it's no more. I want to speak on her so bad, man. I gave her so much grace for so many years to the point if she was my client, she would have had me looking dumb as fuck out here. I gave that girl too much credit. But it's like, how you 35, how you 40 years old, and you looking up to influencers that don't even have a fully developed brain. You must, not you guys, but motherfuckers be idolizing little girls. And they're grown women. You gotta grow up one day, man. You gotta grow up one day. You have to. I was saying this shit at 24 and 25. You have to grow up one day. When you see motherfuckers that want to overindulge in chaos and conflict and they love that shit because they hate themselves, we're talking about a group of low self-esteem, worthless beings. I'm not saying they're worthless because they don't have no purpose. I'm saying they feel like they're worthless. That's why they put themselves in those situations. Had they had a little bit better self-respect and a little bit of self-value, you would never fucking catch them in predicaments like that. Street fighting and fist fighting and all that shit. At 30? I'm 29, man. Ain't no way. I haven't had a physical altercation since my early 20s. And guaranteed every time I fall... No, I used to be an alcoholic. I'm not gonna lie. I done had a couple bar fights. But again, that was like between 20 to 23. After that shit, never again. I'm a homeschool fucking teacher. A life coach. Anyways, more of what I'm saying is you need to isolate yourself from these people who have poisonous mindsets. Because if they acting like this shit at 30, they're going to act like it at 40 and 50. And yes, I've had people. I know people. Okay? My own godmother. It's self-claimed godmother. Because ain't nobody ever met her by godmother. The woman's literally 20 plus years older than me and the most hot-headed person I know. I could literally do a comedy skit off of her, man. She's really a character. I remember telling my sister, like, I don't ever want to be like her. So another reason why I stopped drinking. Motherfucker she drink bourbon. Bourbon. Like, come on, you know she a old head. Like, I'm telling you, how they act right now, that's who they are for the rest of their life. Why? Because the brain is fully developed at 25. Doesn't mean you're not changing after 25, but you can kind of see who's set in their ways and who's not. I'm not even trying to get on these people. Lord knows I'm not. But you know, if you follow me, you watch me, you get readings from me, you know I'm going to tell you to have some better self-respect than that. Being out in the street fighting women. Granted, somebody put their hands on you, you knock their ass the fuck out. I've never said let somebody hit you and walk out, but I'm saying the environments that you guys are putting your soul, you're putting your vessel in. Stop overindulging in chaos with people who hate themselves. They hate themselves, so it's easy for them to project hate. You know, y'all always seen the girls who always have an attitude, walking around mugging everybody. Dressed like a complete stud, probably low-key gay. We in 2025 and gay women are accepted. These women are gay. Walking around like a motherfucking stud with a men mentality. Because she hates herself. And goddamn it, if I was you, I would probably hate me too. I'm sorry, let me shut up, but what I'm saying is real. What I'm saying is real, man. It comes from real experience. Stop hanging out with low self-esteem friends. And that's not even a bad thing, because there's a point in time where I had low self-esteem and I still have friends. But people who don't know how to keep that shit to themselves. Because yes, you can keep your insecurities to yourself. You can keep your low self-esteem to yourself. You ain't got to put everybody in a miserable, fucked up position. You need to stop hanging out with them people, because these are the same people that's going to have you overindulging in chaos. Posting it on social media, 35 years old, talk about, let me post this fight. What have you done for yourself in this lifetime? I just seen a post before I went live that said I'm 40 years old and have zero accomplishments and nothing to show for it. I fucking bet. You too busy trying to get internet fame and recording every fight you see. Grow the fuck up. You motherfuckers ain't women. You grown I was about to say male adults. Like I said, some of these women real life low-key gay. Because ain't no way you embody everything of a masculine man. You hate women. Why? Because you secretly want to sleep with them. Ain't no different than a down low man that go out here and, I don't know, man. Let me shut up. I'm sorry. That's a topic I love to talk about because it's the truth. It's just, motherfuckers don't have a meaning to life. They wake up and they survive. They go to sleep to wake up and survive again. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. There is no goals and dreams. There is no accomplishments. There's no betterment. Why? Because they ain't shit. They mama probably wasn't shit. And their grandma was probably not shit. And that's not talking shit. That is stating the obvious. And that's why they call it generational curses. Anyways, let me shut up before the community browse together and I get jumped by a whole bunch of studs. I ain't got a problem with studs. I fucking love studs. I'm talking about the down low women who embody men mentalities and want to hate on women like me. I could just be at Walmart, minding my business, saying good morning to everybody. Now here's some gross sister, evil ass, low self-esteem bitch. Like, fix your fucking face. That's why you're miserable, because you have no happiness in your life. Anyways, y'all need to stop hanging out with women like that, because that's just gonna destroy your life quicker than an ain't shit nigga. I'm telling you, it is more toxic to have shitty ass friends than it is to have a shitty ass nigga. I'm telling you, you better out dating a whole bunch of shitty ass niggas than being around a squad of bitches who hate themselves. I can't make this up. I just sit here and shuffle the cards. Some of y'all, listen. Let me just shut up. I done said more than enough. Moving on. Someone's getting ready to go on vacation. Someone's getting ready to have a getaway. It's about to have some fun. Next card out is hopeful, relaxation, inspire, optimistic, and success. All high vibrational energy. So, Rev, this is your group of cousins. You know, your childhood friends. Maybe y'all grew up in the projects or the same hood together. I don't give a fuck. Once you get over the age of 25, damn sure about time you 35, you gotta grow up one day, man. If there's still chaos and trouble in your life, it's because you're around people who invite that shit. You're a magnet to it. And you will continue to be a magnet to chaos. You will continue to be a magnet to this low vibrational shit. And like I said earlier, I don't even know if I said it in this live or Gemini's live, but how you do one thing is how you do everything. You got these shitty ass friends, yeah, you're attracting shitty ass niggas. You got these shitty ass friends, yeah, you're attracting shitty ass experiences. Look at who the fuck you hang out with. You better off kicking it solo. That's just the God-given truth. I don't give a fuck who get mad. Some motherfuckers is weird and weak. That's why they carry bully mentalities. They're weak. They're fearful beings. Like I said before, there's only two emotions, love and fear. When someone's always mad, when they're always angry, when they're always in that low vibrational shit, that means they're walking around in fear-based energy all goddamn day. All right, I'm going to leave it alone, though. Again, I get triggered by this topic because them be the only bitches that just you don't even know how to say good morning. Like, just say good morning. Play some gospel. Like, what the fuck is it going to take for some type of happiness to come into your life? I know what it is. A lot of these bitches are down low. I'm telling you. And they hate themselves for it. Just like these men do. And if they're not down low, they're walking around with all types of trauma and fucked up mental illnesses. Ain't nobody mad for no reason. Ain't nobody just mad. Like, come on now, man. Misery loves company. Like I said before, this could be a group of cousins. My grandma had 12 sisters. All of them turned crackheads except her. My grandma been a Jehovah's Witness for 30 plus years. She's the first one to break the curse. Then I came in to break the rest of that shit. And out of all my grandma's sisters who were all crackheads and prostitutes, they've all had kids and they had kids and they had kids. And guess who was outcasted out of all the family I have? My grandma, her kids, and her grandkids. My grandma's whole lineage is outcasted by the rest of her sister kids because we not crack babies. Misery, listen, let me just shut the hell up. Y'all just better start putting 2 and 2 together and understand, man, how you want to see yourself in the future, the woman you imagine yourself to be, the man you imagine yourself to be. You will never become hanging around people like this. It's just what it is. You could call it stuck up. You could call it arrogant. You could call it whatever you want. But high standards keep you from experiencing low quality situations. Like fist fights in the street. Too goddamn old. Only way you fighting is when you should be standing your ground. Alright, let me shut up. Anyways, envious and jealous is out here. Some of you guys have romantic partners who are jealous of you or envious of you. Some of you guys need to stay single or become single. You guys have big changes that are coming your way, whether if you're ready or not. And just keep in mind, sometimes Most High breaks our hearts to save our souls. Being highly favored and chosen means there's a lot of rejection you're going to have to experience because that's your protection. Some of you guys are, take this how it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everybody. But in the recent past, if you guys dealt with like CPS situations or people doing shit out of spite, envy, I don't know. Karma's kicking their ass for that. And I see there's a situation here that you guys are about to grow stronger in. If you guys felt like you were stuck in place, you're not going to be stuck in place too much more longer. And then I have my excluded out card. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep bringing this card back up. You're excluded out because you're protected. Like I said before, you're a truth teller. And since you're a truth teller, you unintentionally expose people who try to cloak themselves into your energy. The ancestors are suggesting you're overthinking the situation. You already know what it is you need to do. It's just your responsibility to get it done. I got shapeshifters here. We could call these motherfuckers two-faced or people with multiple personalities. There's something here. Yeah, come on now, man. I knew I wasn't saying shit just to say shit. Y'all probably the nicest person in the group, right? Friends group, family group, I don't know, romantic partner. Someone's abusing you. They're using you. They look at you as an easy target. I don't know who I'm reading for. This reading's starting to irritate me, though. And again, like I said, I'm not perfect. I am hardly perfect. I done fought half the city before. I was known for fighting. And got my ass beat plenty of times. And I done whooped plenty of ass. Jumped a few people. Been jumped. I'm not perfect at all. But the moment my hair started getting longer was the moment I started being a little bit more calm. These bitches gonna end up fighting me with a pair of scissors. No thank you. Jealousy is a motherfucker, man. Jealousy is a motherfucker. I remember my dad used to tell me stories about back in the day when women would keep razors in their mouth and they will fight pretty girls and slash their face just because they don't want her to be pretty no more. Y'all better, people keep their enemies close, man. And look at what the fuck came out. Like I said, I have nothing against gays, homosexuals, bis, or anything like that. Some of my closest friends were gay and a stud. I used to literally hang out with my gay cousin and then his stud best friend. And honestly, I have more fun memories with them than I have with my own sister. But I'm just saying, some of these people carry around nasty attitudes and you wonder why these women want to be like men, but they've never came out the closet. Put two and two together, man. Put two and two together. You got full women with children, but they dressing like niggas. They talking like niggas. They gang bang like niggas. Somebody in their family probably told them they weren't going to accept them when they were gay. So they stayed in the closet. There are down low women just as much. Just as much. And I don't know why I keep talking about this, but it's like a channel download because I have down low women, cop blockers. Someone's trying to cock block you through slander and then a sexual betrayal. Now, what the fuck is really going on? I don't just be saying shit to have a shock factor or entertainment, and I don't control the cards that come out. Some of y'all could be in a same-sex relationship. And you have a heterosexual friend that then fucked around and had sex with your partner. So it's like, is you gay? I don't know. All I know is happy hoes ain't hating, hating hoes ain't happy. Anytime you see somebody, I call them the gross sisters off the Proud Family, them blue people that have their hand out. Anytime a gross sister's near you, I promise you, that bitch is riddled with fear. And that's why she has that defense mechanism. Don't mean she can't beat your ass now, because you be surprised what a scary motherfucker can do. But only fear-based people walk around with mentalities like that. Anyways, next card out is your best friend's a snake. Or is this a same-sex relationship and you have a heterosexual friend because your heterosexual friend is not heterosexual? I really don't want to say what the other roles can be. Or is you in a heterosexual relationship and you got a gay homie and your gay homie to sleep with your man? And again, another scenario where nobody's down low at all and this is just someone's best friend who has sex with someone that they weren't supposed to. It's a lot of different scenarios out here. Everybody's not down low or bi. But I said someone was going to invite you somewhere. I got another confirmation not to go. I said it earlier. I said there was going to be angels and demons at the party and bad influence. It's kind of like maybe your best friend slept with your person or your ex and she's trying to get you to sleep with somebody so you won't care anymore. Or I don't know what this is. I'm not a magician. I can't read this. I don't know. This shit is giving me a headache. All I see is someone needs to pray harder. Because you are around a whole bunch of fucking enemies. Violence at an event. That goes back to that party, or maybe this is the 4th of July. I don't know, man. But y'all need to be careful who y'all calling y'all friends. Pay attention to the red flags and friends, man. That's why I'd rather be out here by myself. And crazy part is, I'm not even by myself. Like, my city fucks with me. They really do. I got a lot of people who fuck with me. If they see me, they give me hugs and talk to me and all this, that, and the other. But when it comes to, like, my personal tight-knit life, like sitting on my couch and our children playing together, you got to go through a series of tests. Before I be that vulnerable and that open with you. Anyways, though, new lifestyle. Upgrading. Through your mistakes, you're still receiving some type of blessing. You're in a you guys need to develop new hobbies so you can meet new people. And you need to trust your intuition and stop making it seem like you tripping. If you think your best friend, this could be your favorite cousin, your sister. If you think this motherfucker a snake, then they are. If you think a sexual betrayal happened behind your back, then it did. Some of you guys are about to move. Going back to this upgrade card, there's a new home here. And it's going to be a good home. The best neighborhood you ever lived in. The biggest you ever lived in. Maybe new appliances or something here. Where this is like elegance. This is like classy. I know I cuss too much to be talking about some classy. But I used to be a television host. I know how to not cuss. But something where you have to leave the ghetto where the ghetto is. You gotta leave the motherfuckers who feed off of chaos, conflict, and drama. It's time to leave them in the past forever. Don't even let these motherfuckers in your living room. They shouldn't know your address. It's like the ancestors is giving you a way out of all this snake, hateful bullshit that you guys been dealing with. Upgrades are here. If this is not a new job, new home, this could be a new job, a new car. It's just something here where you guys have a new lifestyle. And old ways won't open new doors. You're going to bring these people from the past into your new lifestyle and fuck everything up you've been working hard for. I can't make this up. What are you willing to sacrifice? It's not like the ancestors is telling y'all to cut off people who unconditionally support you and they've always been. They're telling you to literally cut off these people who are using you, abuse your kindness, who are a snake to you. Somebody that slept with your ex or your man. These aren't people that you should be fighting for. Fighting to hold on to. What are you willing to sacrifice? Because some people aren't meant to experience certain life experiences because that's not a part of their journey. That's not a part of their karma. See, you've made mistakes or whatever, but you're being blessed. You still have grace because your intentions. These people made mistakes and their intentions is to gaslight, to deceive, to manipulate. You are not the same as these people. So if you want this, what are you willing to sacrifice? Again, it's no shade, especially with my comment about the baddies. Y'all go watch baddies. You know how many of my clients watch baddies? They don't give a fuck what I gotta say. They keep me updated sometimes. But it's all about what you're overindulging in. Like, there gotta be a balance. There gotta be a yin to a yang and a yang to a yin. You wanna watch that shit, cool. But what are you doing more positively to feed your soul? Listen to frequency music. I mean, I know it sounds corny and cliche, but life is more spiritual than people would like to realize. Anyways, their opportunities for growth has been stripped, which just means that once you outgrow them, who they are now, that's who they're forever going to be. And like I said before, Most High going to break your heart to save your soul. There's a falling out here that needs to happen because this person is not for you. It's them. They have a fixed personality and you're going to push through. I'm sorry. I'm just slandering someone's whole friend group. And that's why it be so many people who dislike me privately. People really think I be out here doing spells on people. The intimidation be crazy, but it's like, you know what? I take it. I take it. Shit. I've heard motherfuckers be intimidated and think they could play with me, cause shit. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just a big ass hypocrite. I'm just playing. I'm not no hypocrite. I tell people I am not a fighter. I am not. Put your fucking hands on me, you'll really find out. But I'm not a fighter. I don't do that shit. For what? I've had so many other struggles in my life, man. I literally made a post last night that my felony is now about to be 10 years old. My credit's just now hitting 700. I'm just now about to enter a new lifestyle after years and years of my past mistakes following me. We out, like, all of us ain't out here striving for the same shit. I'm trying to live a real life. I'm trying to keep my karma good. Anyways, it's not about me. Watch the company you're choosing to keep. Toxic friends, toxic family members. You're intuitive enough to know what's up. Just you question yourself. I mean, y'all done see me try to change the topic so many times. I've done grabbed decks after decks trying to change this topic. But nah, y'all whole reading. What was the theme of your message today? Oh, it makes sense now. The overall theme for your message today was forgiveness and understanding. Not carrying resentment. Ooh, especially if there's a sexual betrayal here. Might be coming out during Mercury retrograde. Could be new to you, but it could have already happened and be considered old. Yeah, you guys are in the process of awakening to spiritual gifts. Do know all money is not good money. Be mindful of the money you're accepting. Some of you guys need to make sure you're not being enablers. Understand, ancestors do not judge you. Even if I might come off a little judgmental sometimes, I don't be judgmental. Nah, I can't be. I've done too much shit in my past to be judgmental. I'm just very direct when I'm talking to people that I see have a bright future. But ancestors don't judge you. So you could come clean to them about anything. Someone's in a constant state of self-doubt, and it's because of your environment. Lacking creativity, that's because of your environment. Some of you guys need to practice feng shui, rearrange your furniture, move your TV to one wall, the table, just rearrange some shit, invest in some colors. Go to Dollar Tree. You ain't even gotta spend that much. Just buy a little bit of shit and do some feng shui with it. Go on YouTube. They got all types of feng shui practices. Anyways, time to make peace with your past right now. There was a stalemate connection here that you guys could have been in. Stalemate just means that this person was never going to get their shit right. Some of you guys need to take a cleansing bath. If you feel like you're losing yourself, if you feel like your mental health is bothering you, maybe you guys feel like depression, cleansing bath, cleansing bath, cleansing bath. Get you some cloves, some cinnamon sticks, and put them in a tub, man. It's like a tea. It works though. I promise you it works. But I swear to God, it's just like when they say when you make soup, if you make homemade soup or homemade beef stew, that's like making a spell. The shit be real though. You got to do that shit with your bath water. You need to sprinkle some cloves and some warm water, little baking soda, little pink Himalaya sea salt, a couple of cinnamon sticks, maybe a few crystals, maybe a couple of bay leaves, and then you get in the tub. It's like a fucking tea. But if you're willing to drink it, then why not soak in it? It's so good for your skin. People always asking, why your skin so nice? Only if y'all knew my bath rituals. But it's not because I'm intentionally doing it for my skin. I'm doing it to cleanse my aura. But when your aura is cleansed and you have no spiritual attachments and spell work is not working, you naturally have a glow on your aura. It's a win-win. Old friends you left behind. Some of you guys already left this group of friends behind, and I done did all that talking for no reason. All right. Surrounded by fake love. So some of you guys already left your old friends behind. Others of you need to realize you're surrounded by fake love. I would never exaggerate some of the scenarios I exaggerated in this live if I wasn't serious about the shit I'm seeing. Y'all better off flying solo, man. And be mindful of these invitations you getting. Because the more you start to live in your truth, the more irritated you about to trigger people. Yeah, intense transformation. Rebuilding and starting over. What are you willing to sacrifice, Virgo? Because I don't really think you got a choice. Sometimes Most High breaks our hearts to save our souls, because sometimes Most High loves us more than we love ourselves. Come on. There's a sacred plan for you. And only you. It's not up to you, who you can take to the top with you. It doesn't work like that. Why? Because people got karma that you know nothing about. This sacred divine plan is for you and has been for you all along. And it's about how you're coming into this upgrade. It's about how you're coming into this new lifestyle. So shit's not just happening just to be happening. Don't be out here trying to cut corners and take shortcuts, because that's going to ruin the divine plan. You just got to trust the process right now. Continue to cleanse your energy from people that you know don't view life the same as you. Some of you guys in the next 3 months, your entire life is going to be different. Your habits and addictions, like next 3 months, I feel like all of this is going to be cleansed out. I mean, we all have a poison or a habit or whatever, but I see it's not going to be as much or that intense, which is how you're going to come into this worthy energy. Because you're willing to sacrifice whatever you needed to sacrifice to save your future, to save your soul. And as far as these people, they're demons. Like, how am I supposed to read this, ancestors? I already said y'all was surrounded by fake love. You're surrounded by demons. Don't take my word for it, man. Go get a second opinion. Soul Tribe and Help is on the way. You guys are about to get put in alignment with people who actually view life the same as you. Characters you don't have to question. And again, these endings are going to be happening for the best. All right, I'm really about to get off here now because I still got to go live for Aquarius. All right, to conclude Virgo's reading for real this time. Career protection. Your career is protected. Your business is protected. Your life purpose is protected. Your future stability is protected. Your destiny is protected. Y'all like me, I be having panic attacks thinking somebody swapped my destiny. Like, they can't. Like, they can't. They're not as powerful as me. And what you believe sometimes happens. So when you don't believe that shit, guess what? It don't happen. Your career and finances, your purpose, your business, it's all protected. It's all protected. Some of you guys are getting ready to travel. Happiness. This is my pure happiness card. You know, people have moments of happiness or, you know, fake happiness. This is real happiness. The peace you gain is going to be worth everybody else you have to leave behind. I see travel. I see mental wellness. You're no longer by energy vampires. Empowerment. What's the bottom of the deck? And talents. All right, I'm going to pull one more deck because I'm not going to lie, Virgo. Y'all reading was giving me some life. Ooh, okay. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You're getting ready to find your way. That's literally the light at the end of the tunnel. Hagstone. Energy shield. Protection and inner strength. Nothing or no one can come in and interfere with what the Most High has planned for you. No matter what it looks like right now, faith is trusting the process even when you don't understand the plan. I don't know if I'm going live for Aquarius today. I wasted a lot of energy in this reading. But it just gets good with every card. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I know, just raggedy ass card. I promise y'all, this is coffee. I need to redo them eventually. These cards is like 3 years old. 2 paths. Self-improvement or self-destruction. Yes, you have free will, but your free will is limited because every action and decision you're making is leading you towards self-improvement or self-destruction. That's even including the company you're choosing to keep, environments you're choosing to stay in. It all plays a part of your future. It plays a part in the delays you may experience. It may even play a part in the missed opportunities. But like I said before, sometimes you don't choose to be chosen. And sometimes Most High will slam you on your head, rip your heart out your chest, grab you by the collar, and make you pay $1 for the betterment. You're about to walk into one of the biggest chapters of your life. It's for the greater good. So even if it sucks and hurts right now, I promise you it won't be like that forever. I would just make a post about that, me getting ready to turn 30. And I always talk about how much I've suffered. But truthfully, when y'all hear me talk about my suffering, I'm talking about my ego. I'm talking about my mental health. I'm talking about all things that I'm responsible of fixing but don't want the responsibility to fix. It's just the truth. So when I'm like, oh, I've been suffering for 6 months. Nah, I've been struggling with my ego for 6 months. Struggling with reprogramming my mind and losing certain perceptions that I once carried. But when you go from 20 to 30, or again, you can be 20 to 35, but when you just go through all those years of suffering and struggle and stress and this and that and the other, it don't last forever. It don't last forever. And I genuinely think all of us always have a deep down inner knowing that it doesn't. It's just we try to rush the process and get to our destination a lot quicker than what we should. But getting ready to enter my 30s, it's like, oh shit, I'm exactly where I wanted to be. And I'm not happy. Like, see, that's life for you. You be manifesting something and you be on your way to working it. And about time you obtain it, you got something else you're manifesting. And that's why life is not about a destination. Struggle does not last forever. And speaking from someone who comes from nothing, struggle doesn't last forever. You're about to walk into the biggest chapter of your life, y'all. All right, I am going to end it there. Please like, share, comment, or follow. And until next time, guys, peace.